Hello, dear students. I am Samir Velankar and I welcome all of you to this 11th video on recursive functions in C. In this video, we are going to see a question asked in GATE 2019 exam on recursion. Comparatively, this question was bit easier, where a convert function was given with the parameter int n as you see, and there is a recursive call here with convert n by 2. The question asked was, which of the following will happen when the function convert is called with any positive integer n as an argument. So let's say we pass any positive integer n here, and then what will be the output? The options are, it will print the representation of n in reverse order and terminate, and so on so on. You can easily read it as the video is on. But as my habit goes, I will be executing this convert function line by line, and without seeing the options initially, we will be confident and we will see what is the output. Let's say we have called convert function. The convert function is called with the parameter n. Okay, let's keep n as small as possible so that we are able to reach some conclusion. Let's say n past is 12. Just as an example, I have taken n is 12. Now if you run this function with n equal to 12, you are going to check if n is less than 0, isn't it? Check the marker place. Is n less than 0? Not really, because n is 12. So 12 less than 0 is false. So we will go to else, and in the else these two lines will run, which I am marking convert call and printf. But convert call is going to call convert recursively with convert n by 2, and n by 2 over here, n by 2 over here is 12 by 2, which is 6. Hence the parameter n now is 6. This parameter n, check the pointer place. This parameter n is now 6. So convert 12 calls convert 6, and the function restarts again. Now what? Again the same statements. If n is less than 0, no way. N less than 0 is false because n is 6. So else will run, and there comes the convert call. Convert n by 2. So this function is going to call convert 6 by 2, which is convert 3 6 by 2. So n now is 3. If you restart the function with n equal to 3 now, the parameter is 3, then n less than 0 is still false. So else will run and convert will be called, where convert is 3 by 2. So this function is going to call convert 3 by 2, which is 1. All right, then now that means n, the parameter n is 1. So if you restart the function with n equal to 1 now, then n less than 0 is still false, isn't it? So else runs and convert gets called with 1 by 2, and 1 by 2 is 0. So convert gets called with parameter n equal to 0. Now what happens next? When this convert is called with parameter 0, check this, then n less than 0 is still false, because 0 less than 0 is false anyway, isn't it? Yeah, 0 less than 0 is false. So else runs and it calls convert 0 by 2. Are you understanding? I hope you are understanding. Convert n by 2 and n is 0. So convert function, I'll just write it here. Convert function is going to call convert n by 2, which is 0. Height is, you see that convert gets called again with n equal to 0. But n less than 0 is false, because 0 less than 0 is false. So it goes to else and calls convert 0 by 2. So this convert is again going to call convert 0, and this happens to be endless recursion. You can see that convert 0 will keep calling convert 0. Same parameter is passed to the convert function, and recursion happens indefinitely. It is endless recursion. And you know what happens in the case of endless recursion? Operating system will give up. Operating system will complain that, hello, I don't have enough memory now, and the program will terminate abnormally. Program terminates abnormally, isn't it? So the options given here are, it will print binary representation of n in reverse order. No way. It simply hangs in convert 0. It will print the binary representation of n but in reverse order. How come? It doesn't end itself. It will not print anything and will not terminate, and it will print binary representation of n and terminate. And the best option here is C. It will not terminate. Actually, it will not terminate, and it will simply complain that I am ending the program abnormally. But the best option suits here is it will not print anything and will terminate. I hope you have understood the video, and I also think that you agree that option C is correct. Thank you very much.